Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down.
42 Spider.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. Bowls his way forward.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally attacked.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll give it to him again. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Hey, I really love the way this guy looks at his Toby Block. Think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the run, now to throw. He's looking on the right side. And it's caught at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this effort.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojan.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D. And a nice job there damn close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down and get the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. Get the guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yard situation. Now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground.
And now on second down for this offense. On the option. Quick toss. Fighting off the defender. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged. Right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they execute.
He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, they dialed the pass play there on first down. And how about the quarterback there? Buys time. He's outside. He's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. It's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down. We've got the defense on their heels.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be the defensive coordinator calling the plays.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, but making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of us. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hand off to Jones. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. He showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as he just never developed. The Ducks in the hurry up. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting close protection.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Flush down in the pocket. He'll fire to his right. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start from this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of the decision.
They'll run it to the right side. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll ride the hot hand. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to play the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fast motion from the offense. Here comes the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know, when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. He's got his man. Just what they hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the throw, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver can get it.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent. And he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quick strike complete. Got some room into the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And listen, if I have a playmaker running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now with his swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense gave up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the mistakes and no more turnovers.
He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Ducks want to move quickly. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a... He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Working that left side now. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And I don't know how to explain that. Fourth down long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41.
To get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys. You never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 9 to Iowa. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself. That's a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll go to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets it. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do.
And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Amatova. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Running for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal. develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. He's going to take off. At midfield, he's going to move. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking deep down the right side. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. The snap sets up the throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive.
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work.
Get set, get set.
The give from the gun. At the 35 is loose. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run. When it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a momentum going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer. You get the sack.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stop him.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. On second down, he's looking downfield, getting some heat. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
These guys aren't human aid. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Pulls and fires complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first one.
Looking to throw on second down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking to throw on second down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term. The ball pops out. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies try to run over, jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Now they'll run it to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
This offense looked comfortable on the flash drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got a boat.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And this safety is a ball. He's a playmaker. Not only do we see him get involved in the running game and make tackles coming downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. That's 20. He's got space. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not that many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Cincinnati. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quick. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 3rd. He looks that one in nicely. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to it. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete.
Well, here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game. The defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this week.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a grab enough for the first. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They'll throw it on first down, using his legs to buy some time. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Got it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line really well done on that throwing track. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Slams it ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. On to attempt the try. Down the boulevard. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, Daniel, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Let him bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
A run for the quarterback. Across the 45. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And already it's completely changed the game. Right now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Really? Are you kidding me?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Lasso! Lasso!
Motion from the offense. On the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward.
All kinds of running room. Inside the tag. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I think you have to like to see it for the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chain.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, USC. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line. It makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Going up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point is good. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
With jet sweep pass. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eyes. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Trojan! And they take it in for 6 more points. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
He's back to throw on second down. He's got the back in the middle. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
From the gun, running back gets the gift. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play call. Everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. On second down, he'll fire. Can't get him to the ground. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he's thrown another interception. This was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but you listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.